right, here we are, episode 8 of Pitch Meeting. We have a special show lined up for you tonight. We have a special guest who will be joining us in just a little bit, maybe a familiar face to some of our viewers. To kick things off, man, it's been over a month since our holiday special. How have you been, man? How have you been?
Well, you kind of know, I think, look, it's funny. I think you kind of know the answer to that. But I guess for our viewers, I've been better. Just put it that way. I do just want to say something really quick to our viewers who watched the first annual Pitch Meeting Christmas special. If you haven't seen it, that's fine.
Holiday special.
If you haven't seen it, honestly, it's barely even worth watching. But for those who did see it, things ended. Let's just say I'm embarrassed about the way I behaved at the end of the special.
Turn it off! Turn off the camera! Turn off the phone!
I had just received some pretty distressing news regarding my now ex-girlfriend, Bethany, and something involving a large sum of money that was intended for a business transaction, which she apparently pocketed. I don't want to get too in the weeds with my personal life here, but I behaved quite immaturely after that, and I just wanted to apologize to our viewers who saw that and maybe got uncomfortable. I know this is supposed to be a creative, collaborative show, and watching me have somewhat of an emotional breakdown is not what you tune in to see, and so I apologize. And I sure hope that doesn't happen again. But yeah, that's it. That's how I'm doing. I'm trucking along.
I hope you're making these tries to get that money back.
It's a long process, to be honest. I was actually just had a meeting with my attorneys today, so hence the dress shirt. What's tricky about it is that I can't. Normally, I could just submit like an identity theft report, but I did technically give her my bank account number, and that act of me doing that was captured on camera. Bethany is like transferring the money over to the owner of the building right now.
Okay, no. I'll text it to you. Okay.
I just sent her over my account number for the direct deposit. That makes things a little tricky, and it's kind of resulted in a very drawn out legal process that I'm still working through.
So what's the last question I'll ask on this, but what's her stance? What's she doing? What's she saying about this?
We cannot find her. My old methods of contacting her are not working anymore.
Bit of a manhunt going on.
Yeah. And, despite all the lies and the manipulations, what hurts the most is that she's gone. Funny enough, even after everything, I just kind of want her back. But I know that's not likely. So I at least want her brought to justice. So if you are in the Colorado area or surrounding states, or honestly pretty much anywhere in the US, and you see a woman in mid-40s with thin brown hair, about 5'10", going by Bethany, potentially something else, it seems like that wasn't really her name, please report her to your local authorities, or you can contact me via email. She is likely not who she says she is.
And we will put a picture of her up here.
I don't have any photos, but we are doing our best to come up with an accurate rendering. So that will be here.
That's good. All right. Well, I wish you the best on that. I hope she comes back in handcuffs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How are you?
Anyways, I've actually been doing great. So the last few episodes, I know I hit it really well, but I really just was kind of going through something. Um, but I have been working on myself a lot, and I'm really on the up and up. Genuinely, I think I'm doing just a lot better. I feel like I'm getting back to my old self, and I'm ready to get this guest on here, and I'm ready to get this show rolling. And remember episode 1, we were talking about saying bye bye to Mr. Beast, bye bye to all of those soon to be losers that are going to be below us. I have that energy back. Now I'm ready to get after it again. So,
It's great.
without further ado, what are you drinking?
Drinking some whiskey. Nice glass of whiskey. Bourbon.
Wow.
Normally I'm a wine guy, but wine just doesn't seem to be cutting it lately. So, what about you?
Actually, no alcohol for me tonight. I have my jug here. Been drinking one of these a day. Let me see if I can kind of blur off. It's got a little motivation on here. Let's do this at 8 a.m. I'm usually up before that lately. Great start. You've got this. And it really keeps me going throughout the day. This few videos a few people I've been following on social medias, like a few inspirational people that have just really been turning things around for me. So yeah, I guess we can just go ahead and introduce our guest. Pretty big
That'd be
deal.
great. That'd be great. Yep.
So you might recognize him from the Jimmy Fallon show. You might recognize him from Twitter. The one and only from
not sure
coming
if he's on
in
Twitter.
live from New York City, Andrew Kochamba. There he is.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Andrew,
Hey,
you
guys.
are looking great tonight, my brother.
Oh.
Mustache gang. The hair's looking great. I'm loving that shirt.
Loving that shirt. Loving that denim shirt.
Thank you.
And the
I mean,
mustache looks
wow.
real good.
Is this show called Compliment Meeting? This is
You're
it's a lot
Yeah,
to
gonna
take
fit
maybe.
in.
right in here. You're gonna
Wow,
fit right
I'm
in.
blushing.
Maybe we'll make
Blushing.
a new series on the channel called Compliment Meeting, where we just compliment
Hey.
a bunch of people.
Yeah, I'd have plenty of compliments to give in return. I'll say that.
That means a lot coming from a guy like you. So we've got a big show tonight. I'm sorry, Jayden, go ahead. I'm really excited because
I'm really excited, and I just wanted to express that and say, Andrew, we are so happy to have you on the show. You're an old friend of ours, and you're a big friend. Or I'm sorry, you are a friend, but you're a big fan of the show. So it's a really nice full circle moment to have you on here. And
a big influence, not just on me, and I guess I'll speak for Jayden, but kind of on a lot of people. Again, I mean, I know I mentioned it, but this man, if you have seen his success that he's had on Twitter, it is huge. It is a huge honor to have him on here, and I think
he's been on
it's
Twitter
just
for a while.
it really means the world that he's on here, and I'm sure. Oh, hello, new fans that are going to be probably checking us out after seeing that Andrew Kochamba was on here.
Well,
Yeah.
that's too kind. You know, I as a longtime fan, I'm starstruck to be here. Kind of feels like a weird dream. Like pinch me, you know, like I could wake up at any moment.
Yeah.
So, thanks for having me.
Actually,
You know, Andrew, a lot of our fans might be wondering, who is this guy and what are his qualifications? So what do you think gives you the stuff? Why do you think we invited you on here?
I know why. I'd give you a few reasons.
Sell yourself to me. That's what the show's all about, right? You're selling yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I did ask a few times if you guys were doing guests. I'm being here now, seeing my face framed in the Zoom. I'm really understanding for the first time how much courage it takes to do this. And so I applaud you both, because I'm seeing, like, if my pits were in frame, they're dripping. And
Wow.
the fact that you guys do this every week is like, I guess for me to even have a fraction of that, for me to be a guest, like that's what makes me qualified to be here. Is because I just have a little ounce of the sauce that you two possess in large amounts.
Well, I've got another
Fantastic
question
answer.
for you.
Fantastic answer. And let me assure you, those pits will dry up in no time. You'll get used to it.
They will.
We're like
I can tell you
pits
that.
meeting.
Right. Well, I got a question for you. What was Jimmy like? What was Mr. Fallon like? Y'all are pretty good friends.
You know,
Rehash
he
this.
was. Yeah, I mean, I signed a lot of NDAs.
Right. Actually, okay, so I know you probably got pitches, but before we really get
10
into
years,
it, I just
10 years ago.
but y'all probably
Today?
kept up, right? Y'all probably kept up.
Yeah. Like group chat. Yeah. He just texted me actually. This sounded like a really, really funny meme.
No way. Okay, yeah, before we get into it, I mean, I'm sure you got some pitches, but I just wanted to swing something by you while we have you here. I have like a pitch, if you will.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Can you guys see this?
Yeah,
I
I
see
can.
this.
It's coming through. It's coming through.
Sweet.
It's really crisp.
Yep. So just some tweet ideas. These have been in the drafts. So I just kind of want your just input on these, whether I should post them or not. All right. So we'll just go through this real quick. All right. First one. And I'm letting you see them because Twitter is very visual. But HelloFresh. How about hell no? Next. Hashtag broke college student.
Do you want me to comment?
If you
live,
want, if you want. Or yeah, you should say.
Oh, okay. Like as we I'm a little confused on this one. It's like
Well,
if
tell
you're
HelloFresh
broke-
because it's just so expensive. So broke, if you're broke college student, you can't afford it. It's relatable brand recognition.
Are you saying that you're broke so you're ordering it, or you're saying you're
No,
broke but it tastes so bad that
No.
you're still not going to order it?
No, I'm saying you can't because you're a broke college student. You can't afford it, so you're not going to get HelloFresh. You're saying no thanks to what scratch.
Oh, okay, got it.
So, what is Victoria's Secret? This one's kind of a play on words.
I kind of like this one.
You like
I
this
think-
one?
Yeah, I think you can net like 4 likes on this easily.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll probably post that one later tonight. Honestly, if you like it that much.
Yeah, don't keep the emojis for sure. That's like
Right.
it's major. Yeah.
Chris Rock on stage really said when Will Smith just started walking up.
Okay, now post this one, but what the magic's gonna happen is I'm gonna quote it with walk-in gup, just like really emphasized, and like you're gonna be the gup guy. Like we're gonna go viral, and you're gonna be
And then everybody's going to be
Gupper.
hashtagging Gup. Hashtagging Gup. Oh, my.
gup. Yeah.
Dude, this is going to be...
Just comment about the memoji. Is that your memoji? Is that your default?
Yeah, that's his.
I've got a few.
That's his memoji. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's get to the next slide.
Baby, I'm not playing hard to get. I just... Guy who's got a text waiting from his wife in the future where you have to on your phone to unlock it.
Okay.
Come ID. Like Touch ID, but for...
Logan, we can't do that.
What?
Move next tweet.
Okay. Wasn't really... Andrew, you have anything to add?
Now we can move on to the next slide.
Anyone else still thinking about Will Smith slapping that guy at the Oscars? Like, Jada, come get your man.
Yeah, this is like your second Chris Rock tweet.
How long
Yeah,
have
I
these
feel
been in
like-
your drafts?
I mean, a little while. Not like super long.
Andrew, you don't feel obliged to like comment on any of these. Logan, you're wasting valuable time here.
Okay,
let's move on. We don't need to keep.
My biggest
saying
red
all
flag,
these.
I can be a fucking wise guy sometimes. LMFAO. Whatever.
Thank you. Yeah, that was. Keep at it is what I'll say. You know.
Thanks.
Logan, we said that you and I would not pitch today. Andrew, would you like to go ahead and get started? We are eager to hear what you have in store.
Well, I'm eager to share. I'll dive right in. Okay. So this first pitch, it really
Wait, am I in? Am I in? Have you started? Has the meeting started, guys?
What the Logan or Logan?
No,
did
I
you
was
pick him
No,
out?
don't.
I was just about you didn't miss anything.
He's frozen.
Why, Daniel? Why are you in here? How are you in here again? You're
I'm here for a regular meeting.
you. I
You're
don't.
frozen. You're like we can't even. We can barely even hear you. We can't
He
see
looks-
you. You weren't invited. How did you get in the meeting? I mean, what? I know you didn't steal my phone this time.
Yeah, I didn't steal the link on it. I just got the link from Andrew.
You got the link from Andrew.
Yeah.
How?
I'm sorry. He texted me a lot of really scary things, and like I just assumed.
What do you mean scary things?
How did he even know that you're?
I don't know.
Well, he's gone.
He-
I mean, he's gone. I guess
he said you guys were cool with it, and that like
or not.
he's like co-host, so he's like on co-host level is what he tests. So like
He's not.
I shouldn't
He's
send
not.
it. I should have asked. I should have asked.
You
I'm
if
sorry.
you've seen the show, you know he's not a co-host. That's fine.
Well, he
looks
did
like-
sit in the chair, so I didn't know if that was like.
It is in the chair at the end. It just gets confusing because he is a co-owner and founder of Funny Nephews of the channel. But he's not a co-host of Pitch Meeting, and he gets it all mixed up in his head. And apparently, he really needs it. So
Well, he's gone now, so we can just get right into Andrew's pitch.
Okay. So I'll set this up by saying, we live in the Amazon age. It's a very fast-paced world. Everyone knows this. We don't really take the time to get to know the people who are delivering our goods, or who are performing a service for us. And more accurately, they don't get the time to know us. They're overworked, they're underpaid. It's not a sustainable system of delivery. So take all that, put that in a little box, put it right here. Don't let it go anywhere.
Yeah, definitely hold it. Hey guys, just want to make sure I didn't miss the pitch meeting coming in. Want to make sure we're still good for tonight.
Mhm.
How do you keep getting in
You're not-
here?
You're not supposed to be here, Daniel.
Uh-oh, co-host, double action.
Are you on your phone?
I'm not, but does it look like I'm on my phone?
Yes, it does.
Like it has the aspect ratio. Yeah, we can tell.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm on my phone.
Daniel, you weren't invited to this episode.
I
Andrew
guess
was
I don't-
technically he was. Andrew sent him the link.
yeah,
So
whatever.
Andrew.
look, I
so-
understand, Andrew, I understand that it was a misunderstanding. Daniel is not a co-host. He
Founding partner.
is a no, not of pitch
Yeah.
meeting, not of pitch
Yeah.
meeting. Okay. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Andrew, keep going.
Okay.
Andrew, it's not normally like this. Normally, we're all in the meeting together, just kind of bouncing off each other as equals. But yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Don't
Yeah, I
really
mean,
want to add it.
that's how I see it. I'm sorry. Okay. So
You
again,
just want to start from the top, maybe. Like that might be best.
yeah. So, I can't speak for you. I personally really want to get to know the people delivering my products to my door. But every time I try and get to know them, they say they don't have time to talk to me. They're in a rush. They have other deliveries to make. So there's the delivery side.
They say you talked too long last time. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they do say. On the other, so hold that. Everyone hates milk, cow's milk specifically. It's disgusting. At least the culture views it that way. I mean, what milk do you guys drink?
I don't know if I agree with that.
Oat for me, if any. Honestly, I'm not a big milk, any kind of milk guy, but if I'm drinking milk, it's gonna be oat milk.
I like 2% cow's milk. I like whole milk sometimes. So I'm not sure I'm really following your train of thought here.
Yeah, whatever the other hosts like, I'm pretty on board with.
You're not.
Well,
Well-
the two hosts are
I don't
apparently
even care.
pretty.
I don't even care.
Yeah, whatever you guys
I
want,
agree with
really.
Andrew. Andrew, go ahead. I think cow's milk is disgusting for humans to drink.
Fine. It's fine.
But go on.
Helps you sleep. It actually helps you sleep. If you drink enough milk, actually, it kind of results in like this kind of warming sensation. Kind of makes you sleepy, makes you feel very cozy. Kind of akin to wine, but not, without the intoxicating effects.
Okay, so that's not a selling point. It makes you sleepy.
You're not
Whatever.
drunk.
Andrew, go ahead.
I mean,
I'm gonna mute you, Daniel.
sure. So, maybe we can talk about the milk options later, but this idea originally was that it's okay. The name of the product is Milky. It is a modern day milk delivery service, tailored around the fact that you really get to know the person delivering your milk, and they form a very special, some might call sacred relationship with you, delivering the milk to your door, the milk options, the milk alternatives to your door.
Like a milkman.
It's taking that role. That role is like, we've lost that as a culture. We've lost the milkman. We won't call them milkman, but they will be
Milk
assuming
people.
that position. Sure, we're still
Milk they them's probably.
And that loss almost feels metaphorical as well as physical,
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I
you know
picture
what?
that.
I was gonna say, ironically, one of my tweet drafts that I did not include, but almost made the cut, was a tweet that just said Milky Wilkie. So maybe we're kind of on the same wavelength there. And so far I like it because until the past few weeks, I had just about everything in my life delivered to me. Wasn't leaving the house much at all,
Mhm.
and they did not
That's
want to talk to me. They did not want to talk to me. I only got them to talk to me a couple times here and there. So is it kind of like they have to talk to you, or?
Yeah, that's so. I'm picturing, it's an app. That's where it starts, and
As
you
all
have
things
to.
do.
Right.
Right.
It's like Tinder in that you have to match your milk person, and they have to match you back. So from the beginning, there's a
changed.
mutual.
I like
Okay,
that.
that just changed the whole dynamic a bit.
Yeah. You should have started with Tinder earlier.
I'm a little confused though. So are they delivering cow's milk?
I mean,
Because
It's
you're
early.
a dog, you were hating on cow's milk and you're saying no one likes it, and now you're proposing a modern day milkman.
listen, I think to get funding for this, I can't be pitching this as a cow's milk unless you want to fund it, and then we can deliver you little.
I
Nasty
can't,
cow.
I cannot fund it at the moment, but I think you should have options on there.
Okay.
Whole milk, 2%, almond, oak.
Yeah, the milk's not the important
Oat.
part, right? But we can work in.
Those
options.
Interesting that you say the milk's not the important part. So you think the relationship with the milkman is the most important part?
Yeah, 100%. I think.
So
Yeah.
walk me through what this looks like. Let's say I get on Milky Wilkie, and I swipe right on a big muscular milkman, and he swipes right on me, and we match.
Mhm.
And I order.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And I ordered a
Wrong.
half gallon carton of oat milk, and
Good choice.
and then what? Then he brings it to my house, and what? He just comes inside.
Yeah, so if you're home, the milkman will come inside. Milky isn't really legally responsible for what happens after you invite the milk person into your residence. So that's between you and them. But another feature that I
I
would
feel
like
like
to
they
point
should
out,
be, maybe.
like we should be responsible.
Like a
Should
little
Am-
bit.
should Amazon be responsible for what you do with the package when after you've taken it inside?
No, but
Well,
they
no,
should be
but they should be
responsible if the driver
Yeah.
comes into
Well,
your home.
the
they should be
Amazon
responsible.
workers
Yeah, if the
know where my
driver
living
does
room-
something, if he does something bad,
if he
Why are
like
you-
trashes the place or like touches me.
Yeah, Andrew, like when you were first pitching this, I was
wait,
imagining, like,
hold on,
a
Jed,
friendly.
I'm just, but also Amazon is responsible for the package as well.
Not in that way though.
Okay, but
Like not in,
Jed,
this,
so
not
I'm
in the way.
saying, Jed, I'm sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say when Andrew was first describing this idea, I was like, oh yeah, friendly
Mhm.
conversation with the milkman on the sidewalk, on the side of the street, at the front door. That sounds lovely, especially like if an algorithm paired us together, that's even better. It never really occurred to me that the milkman might be coming inside.
Well, yeah, that's what do you want out of the service? Like, I mean, it doesn't
Milk,
matter where the
probably.
conversation takes
Milk,
place.
yeah, mostly milk.
Options where if you're not home, you're maybe leaving a key under the mat for the milkman, so he can kind of still go on with his deliveries, get acquainted with your home belongings, layout, that sort of thing.
Listen,
Exactly.
listen, Andrew, we're beating around the bush. I'm just gonna say it. This sounds sexual. This sounds like there's a It sounds like there's very sexual nature to this. I
I don't even know if I would call it sexual. I might just call it violent.
Sexually
Well, I
violent.
don't-
Whether
it just
that
seems
be
like-
of the sexual nature or not, that's
frankly,
for the
I feel like
imagination, I
we're
guess, but-
approaching a point where it's just tender, but you have to bring one person has to bring milk. It's kind of what it's coming down to.
You're not getting it. That's okay. We can
What?
move on to the next. Someone else will like this. Someone else will get it.
What do you
I
mean
mean,
someone
it's-
else. Who else?
I don't know.
I do
Have
think
you
the
ever-
milkman is a dead art. I think if you brought back the milkman and maybe it was alternative milkman because cow's milk is dwindling in its popularity. I think that's a good thing. But it's just like, I mean, and being friends with the milkman is one thing. Daniel, I think you mentioned you give him a key, he comes inside if you're not home. I wouldn't want that at all. I mean,
Yeah, well,
maybe if we're good
you
friends.
know,
He puts it.
To do what?
Like a mail route guy. Yes, the mail route guy. They have the same route every day. They get acquainted with the neighborhoods. They see your kids walking down the street. It's not too long until you start leaving keys outside, telling codes, that sort of thing.
For
Thank
what?
you.
You leave them a key for what?
My only real concern was I'm gonna avoid that question, Doogie. I find myself already falling for this relationship and this sort of consistency of seeing someone in your daily swing of things. I don't know how I would feel if I saw the milkman after he came inside and gave me my milk. He says see ya, and he's walking down the street, and now he's visiting other clients' homes, and he's in their living room. He's playing with their dogs and kids, and here I am, a little green with envy, and I've got sour milk in my heart, and I've got real milk that reminds me of him.
That is a good point. You could put a monogamy clause in there. Milkman, they can't deliver milk to anybody else except you, or at least nobody.
That would be a
like
premium.
Monopoly
Yeah.
premium service, exclusively just you and the milk.
Yeah. Or like if there's someone else like it, you can't know about it at all. And if you find out, you're allowed to be mad.
Sure. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Well,
Look,
I think there's
Andrew,
potential
think-
there. I mean,
Yeah, there's definitely potential here. I like the milkman resurgence. I think that's important. I like the relationship aspect. I think you need to rethink the liability angle of this business. It seems like just the very fact that you brought it up in your pitch seems to me to be it's pretty telling that the risks. And I think you need to address those risks immediately. But like a
Somebody could have a nut
very
allergy if they
strong
get almond
bond
milk.
between me and a milkman, yeah, sign me up. But with this added danger that you kind of insinuated, I'm not sure I'm as on board.
Well, don't invite him in your house
maybe-
If he's
Oh,
nice
I-
enough.
I don't
Well,
think you need to be maybe there can be some sort of, heavy employee applicant screening test, like what they do for the FBI or Secret Service, but that would just with a more milk dairy focus.
And I also think if your advice to potential customers is, well, don't invite him in your house, then I don't think you should be hiring this individual in the first place, nor should you be really promoting the service. I think you just exposed another huge flaw here. But I think it's a good idea.
Good idea. Maybe implement some kind of screening process for the milkmen, or milkwomen.
Yeah, maybe what in the interview is they just text him an address and no one's home, the door's unlocked, and they just film him walking in the stranger's house and they see if he like rummages through their things or roughs up the tenants that live there, something like that.
Daniel, you're taking this down a dark path that I really don't want to go down. So I'm going to just go ahead and go to our next pitch.
It's really bumming everyone out. You were not even supposed to be here. Yeah, let's go on. Andrew, did you have another pitch you wanted to throw at us? Or
actually, if we wanted to break it up, we posted a Instagram story tonight. We talked about getting our crowd more involved, our audience. And we said, drop us some questions for us and our guests to discuss tonight. So we could see if we got any on that.
We might as well, since you brought it up.
All right.
I didn't know we were doing this.
All right. So Jace Patton JP says, what happens if Pinocchio tells you his nose is going to grow?
Is the question just for Andrew?
Yeah. Who's supposed to answer?
It's for all of us, I guess, but it's for our mystery guest, which everybody knows now is Andrew.
Yeah. 3 hosts or the guest, anyone can answer.
I would say her name's Bethany, but
what?
Pinocchio's nose was growing. I'd be like, oh, is your name Bethany?
Oh, because she lied and stole your money.
And because Pinocchio's a puppet.
Wow. The irony there.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of.
It actually might be Bethany.
But maybe Bethany was really. I shouldn't say it.
Maybe the story of Pinocchio is really an allegory or a prophecy almost for the story of Pupetinos, and kind of it's
anyone else have an answer to this? Anyone else want to chime in? I shouldn't have even said anything.
I think the internal war that it would wage inside Pinocchio's head and his nose, if he said that, he probably wouldn't make it out of there.
It couldn't be worse than the war he saw as living in fascist Italy.
Yeah, he did. He did make it through Mussolini's reign, I believe. So next question, Mark Gosney says, AIDS, why don't we hear about that no mo? We don't have to talk about that one. And then
why he said it like that.
Doesn't really sound.
And then Wyatt_Troik said, a little young man, red crypto. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to answer that one. We can talk. I don't really want to talk about crypto. I have been investing a lot into crypto, but the rest of that we should probably censor, and I really don't even want to get into crypto.
That sentence is neither.
It was 3 separate questions, and
it's neither clean nor even coherent. Like that.
It really wasn't. Really wasn't. I didn't like that at all. But anyways,
thank you.
We will put that up for our next episode, our next guest. Keep submitting your questions. Yeah. So I guess we can go into our next pitch. That was all the questions we got on the story.
All right. Yeah. Great segment, Logan. All right. I agree though. Let's go ahead and hear this next pitch. I know we're running short on time. We have time for.
Yeah. Happy to go. Next pitch.
I think Andrew, did you have another pitch you wanted to run by us?
Or someone else might be ready for.
You're supposed to have to.
That's okay.
In the group.
That's okay. Let Daniel go.
I mean, I could. I have pitches.
Just go.
Sure.
Go, please.
I mean, if you guys want me to,
just go, dude. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Always nice to have you guys in my corner. Yeah. So I've been good recently. I know you guys were wanting to check in, so I just kind of beat you to the punch there. Yeah, things are going good. I'm kind of back on my feet. Housing situation is still kind of, that's kind of a roller coaster. But things are looking up. I used what was left of my savings and signed up for one of those Vegas masculinity retreats. I found this cool guy on Instagram who does a lot of cool workshops with guys that are just like me, exactly like me actually. And they're gonna put us up for housing for a couple of days, do sales techniques, different industries like car sales, airplane and helicopter sales, and just like talking to girls, that sort of stuff. So it's like all encompassing. So I'm super stoked for the end product there. But yeah, let's go. Let me get out of my side of the rainbow there. Let's get into the pitches that you guys
let's move on to the pitch.
are dying to hear. So when you're walking around and you see someone that catches your eye in public, whether that's walking down the street or at a restaurant or at a bar, and you're not gonna lie, you're kind of chatting it up a little bit. You're doing some jokes, making your way towards potentially interesting conversation. And then when she's not looking, you take a little quick look and see if she's wearing a ring, if she's married or engaged, and it's just so hard to tell sometimes, different statuses and rings. I mean, you got your engagement wedding ring. That's tough. That knocks out a lot of women. And then you've got your promise rings, and you're like, is this jewelry? Is this someone dating someone and saving themselves for someone, or is it like a celibacy ring, which are more comfortable than they look? And it's just kind of hard to tell. So one thing that I wanted to throw out was a situation I'm finding myself in. I'm not really looking for a partner right now, but what I could use is a place to crash and a couple of roommates. So drum roll, please. My idea was a roomie ring. Roomie ring. You heard that right. It is kind of what you think it is. It's a little band on your finger here, probably not on the ring finger, probably middle or another cool finger. And if it's head side up, you'll see a big key, a shiny big key. Could be gold, silver, depends on which tier you want to unlock and pay for. But that's another rabbit hole.
A subscription?
So it's a big key on a band. No, it's a ring. And if you see someone wearing that and you're hitting it off and you're both talking about your favorite movies, how late you guys both like to stay up. If you look down and you see a roomie ring, that means that person is looking to either move in with you or other roommates, or they're wanting you to potentially moving with them. Because it's just hard to get set up with the right living spaces and accommodations, and you just want to be on the same page like any other relationship. So that's kind of what I was thinking. But I'm dying to hear what you guys are thinking.
First off, I assume, speaking of living situations, I assume you're doing all right there. It seems like you're back in your normal room with your hats on the wall and everything. Secondly, as far as the idea goes, I get that roommate's hard to come by. It seems weird to have a ring for it. I don't know, Logan. What were you gonna say something?
I mean, I'm glad you're going to these seminars. I've been doing a little bit of motivating myself. But actually, might text me about it. But I mean, frankly, the idea is it's bad. It's just a bad idea. I think they have Facebook groups for this. You can find it. You can find people that look for roommates. I don't think you want to just. Are you saying you go home with somebody from the bar if they're wearing a key on their finger? And then
No,
I just feel like I feel like you're in a bad situation and you're looking for a way out, and this isn't it.
So we've heard from a couple people. I haven't heard from Andrew quite yet. Would love you.
I really think you're onto something. And listen, if this doesn't work, I think this could be like one of those like accidental invention scenarios. This technology is what we could use for the milk person to kind of display their intent when they're
It's a
inside.
key. It's a key on
We would
a.
replace it with a little milk bottle. I'm sorry this is disrespectful to you, Daniel. I know this is your pitch. I'm not trying to bring back Milky. Sorry, I got carried away.
Normally we don't really condone cross pitch connections here, but because Daniel wasn't actually invited to this call, I'll allow it.
I mean, it is a collaborative space, so
yeah,
you can take one idea and you can kind of morph it in. It's not like you can use inspiration from one idea.
Well, this is an original idea. You don't have to worry about it.
Daniel, have you ever seen a ring that it looks like it's been hammered in a forge?
Yeah,
can mine look like that?
Yeah, that's a good note. I have. I used to. It was an odd job. I just need quick cash. But I used to be one of the guys where you put your finger in the ring while it's being smelted into its.
Not how it works. Not how it's supposed to work at all.
Oh, it wasn't my favorite job, but cash was needed. And cash was given. But yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I heard that.
I'm willing to bring in any sort of anyone that wants to put their name on this or make a name for themselves. Yeah, and it's just like, jewelry. My original thought was jewelry's cool. So I definitely wanted to infiltrate that space.
Okay. Well, we're running out of time on this call. To summarize, Andrew, I think you are really onto something. Honestly, I think you need a little working out, but alternative milks they're on the rise. We are looking for a human connection. Really hard to get delivered to people to talk to you in the current state of things. Make that a little easier. You're on something. There's little kinks that needs to be ironed out. You've been a fantastic guest.
Kinks meaning multiple things, right? So
why would
no one was thinking of it like that.
Everyone is thinking about it like that. Everybody.
No, and Daniel, I don't even really want to discuss your idea. You
can go ahead.
There's other ways to find a roommate, and I don't think you need to make a whole business out of it. I really don't think you need to be going in any other business endeavors or investing in anything. It sounds like you just really need a place to stay.
Yeah, mostly sounds like you're desperate for a roommate. Yeah.
Which is looking forward to this Vegas summit because apparently 3 guys per room.
Okay, actually, maybe text me about that. But I don't want to spend any more time on your pitch, Daniel, because again, you weren't supposed to be here. Andrew, fantastic guest. I think if I'm talking to you, I'm seeing you on the Twitter space. And actually, I was thinking when Daniel joined, he kind of crashed it. We were actually all on Andrew's Twitter one time in a pretty viral video, if you will, back in the dorm rooms of college.
That's the best your brain can do?
Dude, how about I chop you up? How about I chop you up for a second, bro?
If you were my brother in Christ, I'd whoop your butt right now.
Will you stop bringing up things that are like 5+ years old?
Well, I'm just saying, maybe keep that in mind when this episode drops.
Whatever.
We've gone viral once before. Maybe we'll do it again.
Shut up. Andrew, great having you. You've been a great guest.
Whatever.
Probably the best pitch meeting guest of all time, I think, so far. And it's just been a real pleasure, man.
Yeah, that's Jayden's a joke. Jayden's a jokester. You gotta remember that.
I'm booting you out of here.
Dead ass serious when I say that Andrew's probably is the best guest that we've had.
Okay. Well, this is a fun segment for our viewers, I'm sure. It's crazy to see how these guys can go into such good acting and characters on the fly.
Speaking of acting and characters, Andrew, you were just telling us when we were chatting earlier, you started doing improv up in New York.
Yeah,
big deal. That's
started
a big deal.
I don't know. I'm trying it out. I don't think it's, I'm
gonna boot you real quick. Is that okay?
Okay, cool.
Well, we gotta do the outro, so we'll just kind of kick you real quick.
All right.
Daniel will be in touch. I want to.
Yeah, we had to get him out of here. Well, I think I've said my piece. Sorry to hogging the mic. Jayden, you can give your farewells.
Thank you again, Andrew. You've been a fantastic guest, and it's been a pleasure to have you on Pitch Meeting.
Yeah, thank you for everything, really, for not only just inviting me, but just for the space you create week after week. It means
Absolutely.
a lot to the viewers at home. So don't ever stop, please.
Oh, we don't plan on
And
it.
we won't. Yeah, we won't.
Yeah.
We won't. We'll be doing this till we're dead.
Cheers.
Okay.
God willing, that won't be anytime soon. Cheers, guys. Good night.